Hello friends, as you all know, lot of history questions in the UPSC preliminary examination is directly taken from the newspapers. Though it is history questions, but some of the topics which are discussed in the newspaper, they are directly put as the question. This we have already demonstrated in the K2 series. So I have already given a commitment that I will compile all such topics which have been asked in the newspaper or discussed in the newspaper about history, maybe about any anniversaries or any other hot topics, any other issues which are there in the newspaper which are discussed. The UPSC has got an ability to ask those questions in the preliminary examinations. So I have compiled all those topics and today I am going to discuss all those topics. I may not be discussing all those topics in detail, but just you go through that, just I will give the topics, 1 or 2 points in the topics I will discuss. After I have discussed all those topics, the soft copy of what I am discussing I will give to you, or I either put it in your telegram, the Sadik IAS Academy telegram. You can go, I can upload that in the telegram also. So get used to that. All this work which we are doing, all this reading part about the topics which we are discussing, roughly it will be around 50 topics. It is not going to take you more than 3 to 4 hours. Please don't miss these topics. Even if 3 to 4 questions are coming from those 50 topics, I think it is going to be beneficial to you. So all the best. Let us go to this video. So let us start discussing. So they have discussed the topics from ancient India, medieval India, modern India. So part by part I have taken these topics, current affairs. So let us go through it. So this first is the ancient part. So this news article had come, this is about Lavani, a dance form which is in Maharashtra, a folk dance. It has come in the, it has already been asked in the newspaper, it has been given in the newspaper. So this is a controversy because this dance, what is the meaning of the dance which is called Lavani? It has been derived from the term which is called Lavanya or beauty. So like that some key points are discussed. So I have given that small bit. When this dance which is called Lavani had become popular, and actually this is a dance mainly women dancers, they dance. So that point is an important point. When it came to be popular during the time of Peshwas. So I have highlighted that also. During the time of Peshwas it became popular, and it is recently in news because of the steps involved in the dance which is conveying some erratic meaning. So because of that it was on the news. So remember the term which is called Lavani. It is a folk dance of Maharashtra. During the time of Peshwa it was brought into popularized, and it is a dance form which is mainly done by women dancers. These are the keywords which you have to remember in this dance. Let us go to the second thing. See this Ratnagiri, prehistoric rock art. So this Ratnagiri is in news for 1 or 2 reasons in the current affairs. See, there is an oil refinery which the government wants to establish in the Ratnagiri area. It is possibly a threat that this oil refinery establishment is going to destroy some of the prehistoric art forms. So the prehistoric art forms, they are in the form of geoclipses, and these are nothing but diagrams which are drawn on the rocks. Okay, so rock symbol characters, petrograph is another word for that. So this is available in the Ratnagiri region. So that is also very important in this current affairs thing. And also know that there is a possibility that Konkan region was added to the tentative list of UNESCO World Heritage Site for geopits or petropits. That is also there. So remember this also, this point is also there. And also remember I have given some other aspects about this petrograph. So Ratnagiri district has more than 1500 pieces of such art. Kathal Silpa, Kathal means stone, Silpa, spread over more than 70 sites is there. So these key points you can go through that. Okay, this rock art forms are very important because it speaks about the flora and fauna existing in those times. What are the times in those times when the period was there? What are the types of flora or fauna found? So that also is there depicted in the rock. Okay, this also speaks about the skilled technique of these people who lived, artistic skills of the people who lived, that also is speaking. And also you know that lot of animals have been given. If the UPSC wants to ask you very deep question, they can ask you what are such animals which are depicted in that petrograph, they can ask you. For example, there are elephant, tiger, monkey, but you do not have to go very deep in memorizing all this. If there is any animal which is out of context, that you can remember. Okay, for example, you can read all this deer, elephant, monkey, wild boar, rhinoceros, hippopotamus I think is an odd one out. So like this you can remember some of the things. Okay, so this also you can, and also know that Ratnagiri's prehistoric sites are among the 3 Indian attractions that may soon become World Heritage Sites. So, there are 3 sites, one is Ratnagiri and the 2 other sites they are there, one in Meghalaya which is the root bridges, Jinkiringiri the root bridges, and also Sri Veerabhadra temple in Andhra Pradesh, okay, which is in Lepakshi. In Andhra Pradesh, there is a place which is called Lepakshi. So, Lepakshi is known for one more thing as far as history is concerned. If you know what is that one more thing, which is very very important thing, you can put it in the comment of this video. What is Lepakshi known for? Very important historical things, please put it in the comment. We will go to the next topic, which is called the history of Gujarat's Vadnagar. Yeah, this city Vadnagar had been in news recently, okay, because it is going to be included in the tentative list of UNESCO World Heritage Site, Vadnagar. And Vadnagar is important because it is one of the living cities. Living cities means there are many cities where from the ancient times to the medieval time to the modern time, there is a continuity of continuous people settlement there and occupation is being done. For example, we have cities like Mathura, Ujjain, Varanasi, and in South India if you come, we have a city which is called Madurai, then we have Kasi. So, these are some of the examples. So, in Gujarat, this city which is called Vadnagar, okay, is also coming into that spot. There is a sun temple of Modira that also is going to be added in Gujarat for the UNESCO World Heritage Sites. So, this Vadnagar is discussed in the Mahajanapadas. There is a place which is called Vidnagar, Vridnagar, okay, it is a part of Mahajanapadas also, please go through that. And also there is a thing which is saying that Huang Xuang, who visited India, he visited this Vadnagar, okay, and this place is also known for Buddhism, center of Buddhism, and the UPSC wants to go very deep into that. They may ask what is the school of Buddhism, okay, Sameta school or little vehicle of Buddhism, okay, I have marked this Sameta school or little vehicle, just also that also you go through that. And one more thing, there is an extensive water management system which is noted in this city which is called Vadnagar. The ancient Indians have been known to manage water in a very effective way. So, there is one more city in Gujarat which is a very very important city which is known for water management system, and it is an Indus Valley city. If you know the answer, please put it in the comment, okay, a city which is known for water management system, Indus Valley city, which is located in Gujarat, okay, you can put that. And we have the article speaks about the Roman connections where the printing technique is known, etc. They have given. Please go through this article. I am going to post it in the Telegram channel. Next, we have a city which is called Lothal. This also is in Gujarat, the oldest dockyard in the world. Okay, this is one of the oldest dockyard in the world. So, this is also a port city which is located in Gujarat, and it is an Indus Valley city. And this city which is there, Lothal, the meaning of the city is called the Mount of the Dead. The Mount of the Dead. Okay, there is another Indus Valley city which is also called as the Mount of the Dead. The name of the city is called Mohenjo-daro. Okay, the same meaning is same. So, basically it means a mount, that is it. Okay. So, also know that the Lothal city was excavated by an archaeologist who is called S.R. Rao. This is very important because in the book also, whatever preliminary book you are reading, it is also mentioned, please know that. And it is the world's earliest known dockyard we have given, okay. And this city also has got a linkage to the Sabarmati river they have given, that also is a very important thing. And today this Lothal is not exactly in the coastal place, it is slightly away from the coastal place, but we identified that Lothal is a dockyard based on the marine microfossils which are found in the Lothal dockyard, and also salt and gypsum which can be found only in the ocean, that is discussed. And also there is another important thing which is called a National Maritime Heritage Complex is established at Lothal, please know that also, okay, National Maritime Heritage Complex established at Lothal, okay, center. Next, another temple which is called Mahakal Temple in Ujjain. This also was in news. Why it holds special significance in Hinduism? Because this Mahakal Temple is one of the 12 Jyotirlingas, okay, and our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji had come to this place, and he had also wanted to make this as one of the corridors, okay, in Madhya Pradesh along with Ujjaini, okay. So, this temple, Mahakal Temple, is one of the Jyotirlingas, 12 Jyotirlingas I have given. And also this document which I am seeing right now, which you are seeing right now, is giving a list of all the 12 Jyotirlingas, okay. You may not, you need not, but remember all this, but just go through that, okay. If you are in a particular state, just see in what state, in that particular state, if any one Jyotirlinga is there. For example, in Tamil Nadu we have Rameswaram, it is one of the Jyotirlinga, okay. So, this is the list. Varanasi is there, okay, Somnath, Mallikarjuna in Andhra Pradesh, Omkareshwar, Kedarnath. So lot of places, just go through this. And this I have given some content about the Mahakal Temple in Ujjain as well. So this Mahakal Temple in Ujjain as you all know is also again one of the oldest cities in India, one of the oldest in India, because this city is a home to many of the historic personalities. Like for example, we have Brahmagupta, who is a scientist, mathematician and astronomer. Bhaskaracharya, his home is also Ujjain. Also I hope you know a person who is called Kalidasa. Kalidasa also hails from a place which is called Ujjain, and Ujjain is also a very important place because Maharaja Jai Singh II, he has established an astronomical observatory in Ujjain. Okay, we all know, we call this astronomical observatory as Jantar Mantar. One such is in Delhi, you all know that. And if you know which are the places, he has actually established 5 astronomical observatories, Maharaja Jai Singh. So if you know all the 5 observatories, please put it in the comment. What are the 5 observatories? It is given in the NCERT book, 12th standard NCERT book, it is given. Bipin Chandra, what are the 5 places where he has established observatories? Please put that. Okay, you can type that in the comment. Okay. Next we will go to this place which is called Bandhavgarh Tiger Reserve. This also had come in the news, because you see in this Bandhavgarh Tiger Reserve we have found around 26 Buddhist caves. This Tiger Reserve is in Madhya Pradesh, and it is in the Bandhavgarh Tiger Reserve we have 26 Buddhist caves. So this was reported in the newspaper. For long this has been there, but very recently only excavations have been carried out there by some of the archaeologists, and this Buddhist caves belong to Mahayana sect of Buddhism. Please know that, Mahayana sect of Buddhism. Okay, and we have also given a background about this Buddhist caves and all. It was under the control of the rulers who were called Vaghela Rajput kings, Vaghela Rajput, and the region is also called Bahelkhand. Okay, so this also. And also I have marked in this article, I have marked a period which is called Kalachuri period. Kalachuri 9th century to 11th century. Why I have marked this, please you know that in the preliminary examination, as you all know, sometimes in the history questions they give the dynasties and ask you to arrange in the chronology. For example, in the previous year we all know that some medieval Indian dynasties were given. Okay, Kakatiyas, they have given Kakatiyas of Warangal, which period, like that they have given. So if any such article is coming and if they are mentioning a dynasty, please just make Kalachuri 9th to 11th century, like that, Bagelkhand 14th century. So just know in the chronological order, if the answer is given you can arrange this. Okay, I am going to post all this content in the Telegram, Sadik IAS Academy. You can go to this Telegram. I am going to upload this document. Okay, there is one more thing which is called one more article which has come about the Sanskrit Dictionary. Okay, the dictionary. The work of the dictionary had begun pre-independence, I guess. Okay, it was started, let's say, it was started in just during the time of independence, 1948, and the work to compile a very big Sanskrit dictionary is encyclopedia is taking place, and it is taking place in a place which is called Pune's Deccan College of Postgraduate Research Institute. Okay, remember that it is in Pune. Okay, Deccan College of Postgraduate Research Institute, and the person who started this work is S.M. Katre. The name I have given, S.M. Katre, please know that. Okay, and so many volumes have been compiled. Okay, and also know this point that there is a font which had come previously. It was done manually. People used to sit and take the words from all the Vedic scriptures and all the historical text. So they used to take the Sanskrit terms, they have to add in the encyclopedia. Now they have used a software, a name, the font name of the software is Kosh Shri. Remember this, Kosh Shri. It may be asked also in the examination. So this is about the ancient India. See, many articles had come from the medieval part also in the newspapers covering history topics. One such article is there is an article about Nowruz. Okay, celebration. This is celebration of Nowruz. What is the background in which this Nowruz is celebrated? Who are the rulers? Nowruz is actually a Persian New Year. Okay, we all know this. People who are studying history, they will know it is a Persian New Year. It is celebrated in Iran, and it is brought to India by this medieval Indian rulers. The Delhi Sultanates brought it. Okay, so it is celebrated on the 21st March. You know this. 21st March is also geographically significant. Okay, if you know what is the significance of March 21st date geographically, please put it in the comment. Okay, next you see that this Nowruz is brought. There is a history about this Nowruz. Okay, the Nowruz celebration, you see, has been brought in India celebrated as a very important festival during the time of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. So, this article it speaks about, I have taken some content from the NCERT also just to match with the article. Okay. Nowruz festival is celebrated during the time of Muhammad bin Tughlaq in a very grand way. Later during the time of Aurangzeb, the festival was discontinued. Okay, that is what it is. This festival speaks about the Iranian connection with India. Okay, how the Zoroastrians they had migrated from Iran to India and how they have settled in India, etc. It is just a connection point, cultural connection point. Know that. Okay, the festival also has been listed as a intangible cultural heritage of humanity in 2006. This also is very important point. Please know that. Okay, intangible cultural heritage of humanity 2016 it has been given. There are a lot other details I have given, you can go through it later. Then another very important article which had come in the news stories about the Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Jayanti 2023. Okay, why Marathas built so many forts, so many hill forts? They asked this question. As you all know, Marathas in history are known for the Shivaji. The Marathas under the Shivaji, they had established the empire and they had built numerous forts on the hills. And what is the significance of this hill forts? It is discussed in the article. I have given some points. Please go through that. Okay, they have close to around 300 forts they have built. And second is that a very important fort is called Shivanir Fort. Okay, Shivanir, that also is there. There is a place which is called Torana. Okay, Rajgarh, Singadgarh, Purandar. This Purandar, Treaty of Purandar, please recollect the Treaty of Purandar signed between the Mughals and the Marathas. Okay, if you know the year Treaty of Purandar, please put it in the comment, let me see if you know it or not. Okay, so this Shivaji's guerrilla tactics also is very important. The article speaks about that. Okay, and this article also may be discussing something about the great escape of Shivaji. I hope you all know some history story associated with history where Shivaji, after the Treaty of Purandar, Shivaji was made to come to Agra and meet Aurangzeb. There some issue happened, then Shivaji was arrested and finally imprisoned. How Shivaji escaped from the prison, okay, that also is discussed somewhere here. And Shivaji is known to have fought the Mughals in the north and the Deccan Sultans in the south and carved a separate kingdom for himself. Okay, anyhow, and also Shivaji had attacked Surat not once but twice. 1 year I have given 1664 is the first time he attacked Surat. If you know the second time when he attacked Surat, please put it in the comment. Okay, so this also. Then of course the names associated with Shivaji who fought against Shivaji also, Raja Jai Singh, who is a Rajput noble in the Aurangzeb's army, Raja Jai Singh. And also we have other people who fought about Shivaji. Okay, Shivaji means you remember this Hasta Pradhana, 8 ministers who are there. Shivaji's coronation year is 1674. Okay, he coronated. And Shivaji's son Sambhaji, we all know this. Okay, this all. Then what is given in the NCERT, that points I have covered. Okay, Shivaji's significance is mainly because of his mother Jijabai, that also I have covered. The points is given in the NCERT, I have taken and put it here. Okay, there are other officers. Okay, Dadaji Kondadev happens to be Shivaji's guardian, we have this name which is given. Then of course he fought with many of the nobles, both from the Deccan states. There is a person who is called Bijapur noble, who is called Afzal Khan, whom he killed. There is a big story about it, how he killed Afzal Khan wearing this tiger claw and all, that is there. Then we have Shaista Khan, whom Shivaji attacked and inflicted a severe damage to him. Okay, the Treaty of Purandar also I have given, just go through that. Okay, so this Maratha question definitely I think in the preliminary one question may come. Okay, and if it is not coming in the preliminary mains, at least they will ask about the Shivaji's administrative system and all. Shivaji had extended his kingdom up to Jinji in Tamil Nadu, Jinji, Vellore. Okay, and also he adopted a title, this is very important, this title is very important, Haindava Dharmodharka, protector of the Hindu faith. Haindava Dharmodharka, protector of the Hindu faith. Please remember this title given to Shivaji. Asta Pradhana I already told you, and know these officers, 8 officers, what are the functions of these officers. Peshwa means what, Sari Naubat means what, Majmudar, Vaknavish, Shurnavish, Dabir, Nyayadeshi, Pandit Rao, all these officers and their in charge or their responsibilities, please know, because the UPSC has already given, asked this in the match the following. They have given officers, they have asked the roles of these officers. Okay, this is about Shivaji. Okay, next another article had appeared which is called Mehruli, the oldest city of Delhi, inhabited over 1000 years. Again, I already told you, like in Gujarat we have Vadnagar. So this is also Mehruli in oldest city. Mehruli is located in Delhi. I hope you all know this. Okay, it is it represents an old Delhi, because that is the place where the Delhi Sultanates first came and built the first mosque of the Delhi Sultans. Okay, it's built in Mehruli. Mehruli today has got Qutub Minar, and Mehruli has got other places, I mean other historical significant places. It is a part of UNESCO World Heritage Site for information. Okay, this Mehruli initially was part of the Rajputs. Their dynasty which controlled Delhi before the Delhi Sultanates happens to be Tomara dynasty. Tomar. Okay, Anang Pal too was the ruler there, that is there. But anyhow, later we have Chauhans, they ruled. Prithviraj Chauhan, I hope you all know. Prithviraj Chauhan III fought a battle with Gori. First battle, second battle, first battle of Tarain, second battle of Tarain he fought. People who are watching this videos, if you want, you can put the period, you can put the years in which the first battle and second battle of Tarain were fought. Okay, the name of the mosque I told you, oldest mosque built by the Delhi Sultanate is Quatul Islam Mosque, it is there. And there is another mosque which is the first mosque in India, which is predates around 500 years before this Quatul Islam Mosque. Quatul Islam Mosque rough period would be around let us say 1200s. But before 400 years before this Quatul Islam Mosque, around 650s or to 700s, we have a mosque, the first mosque in India which was built, which is called Chairaman Juma. It is in Kerala, built by the Arab merchants. Chairaman Juma is the first mosque. Today also it is there. Okay, and also know that the place where this Qutub Minar was built, this word Qutub Minar, or it is named because of Qutbuddin Aibak who built this. They say that is one opinion about it. There is a second opinion is that Qutbuddin Bakhtiyar Kaki is a Sufi saint who lived there. So in honor of this, in memory of this Qutbuddin Bakhtiyar Kaki, the Qutub Minar word was coined, Qutub Minar. So that's also it is being said. Okay. So these are some of the significant things, and also I have given a small content which is taken from the NCERT about Mehruli iron pillar. You see this Mehruli iron pillar which is there, and it belongs to a ruler who is called Chandra. His name is Chandra, Gupta ruler. So this pillar is around 3 tons, it has not rusted. So all this content we all know this. Okay, this is the iron pillar, image is given. Okay. Then another article which had come about history in current affairs is Ramacharita of Tulasidas, and the book is subjected to some criticism because of the content which is there. Let us not go too much deep into the controversy, but one or two important information we will know. Ramacharita is an epic poem. It is in Awadhi language. Remember this Awadhi language, written in the 16th century by the Bhakti poet Tulasidas. So Ramacharita Awadhi language, Tulasidas, 16th century, and remember one more data which is called is a contemporary of Akbar. Remember that data also. And this poem speaks about Lord Ram of Ayodhya. Okay, so that he has written about this, and I have given some more content about this Ramacharita, but let us not go deep into this criticism part. But I have highlighted what is the content which was subjected to criticism. Just I have given, but I don't think it will be asked in the examination. But just go through what it is there. Let us go to the next. Assam, about Assam, an article had come. Assam's Charidiyo Moidams, India's latest nominee to the UNESCO World Heritage Site. Actually, they are burial grounds. We all know Assam, we have some dynasties which were ruling Assam. So there are some burial grounds associated with that which they wanted to bring into the UNESCO World Heritage Site. Okay, so that is there. And some points about that, whatever is given in the newspaper, we have compiled and given. Okay, we have a dynasty which is ruling Assam, which is called Ahom dynasty. Period also I have given. Remember this Ahom dynasty period. Around 600 years, the Ahom dynasty was ruling that. Okay, actually the Moidams are the burial mounds of the royal people. So this Charidiyo Moidams, they are planning to add this as a UNESCO's World Heritage Site. Okay. And there is one more site in the northeast also, but this Moidams are called as pyramids of Assam. That also you please know this. Okay. I have given some content about these Ahoms. Okay. So there is an historical content which I have given. There is a ruler who is associated with attacking and invading Ahom kingdom or Assam during the Delhi Sultanates. The name of the person is Bakhtiyar Khilji. Remember this name, Muhammad bin Bakhtiyar Khilji. He is not connected with Muhammad bin Tughlaq, he is somewhere different. Okay, Muhammad bin Bakhtiyar Khilji, he wanted to enter into Bengal, he entered into Brahmaputra valley and all, that is given in the NCERT content. Assam is sometimes referred as Assam, okay, is referred at the time as Kamta or Kamrub. Remember this, Kamta, okay. There is another reformer who belonged to this region who is called Shankaradeva, Vaishnavite reformer Shankaradeva belonged to this region also, please know that. That also is another important thing. Then another article which had come, which is called Puri Jagannath Temple, why non-Hindus and foreigners can't enter here. Okay, let us not go deep into this, but just remember 1 or 2 points. One, it is a part of 4 dhams or Char Dham. Okay, 4 important thing. Lord Jagannath, the form of Vishnu, it is there. Okay, he is worshipped with his brother Lord Balrama and sister Devi Subhadra. It is given 4 dham is one of the 4 dhams. Okay, 4 important places known for worship of Vishnu. Okay, these are some of the contents which are asked in medieval India. So, let us see some other topics also which has come in the newspaper in the medieval India. One is about Guru Tes Bhagdur. Okay, this martyrdom of Guru Tes Bhagdur. He is the 9th Sikh Guru. Okay, about him an article had come, so I have given some content about this. Okay, Tes Bhagdur, as you all know, had been beheaded by the Aurangzeb's army Aurangzeb in the year 1675. Okay, that content is given here. Okay, and some associated points I have given, just go through that if you want. Another article which came is that PM Modi unveils Kempegowda statue in Bengaluru. Okay, Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Friday, November 11th arrived in Bangalore. It is a 108 feet tall bronze statue, okay, of Kempegowda. Kempegowda is considered to be the founder of this city. Okay, this statue is known as the statue of prosperity. Know about that. Okay, they have spoken about this bronze statue in the book of records and all. Let us not go deep into that. Okay, so Kempegowda actually happens to be the 16th century chieftain of Vijayanagar Empire. That know that he is an historical figure, 16th century. He is also credited with establishing 1000 lakes in the city of Bangalore. Today, I don't think all these lakes were existing or not. Okay, then he was from the dominant agriculture Vokalika community in South Karnataka. Second, another article had also come. Ponniyin Selvan, okay, PS1 in Tamil they say. Okay, they put whether it is history or not. I don't think 1 or 2 minutes will be sufficient to speak about this historicity of Ponniyin Selvan. Okay, we will do that in separate history class for more than 1 hour or something. But just some content about the Cholas I have taken, because there may be some connection where some Chola questions may come in the preliminary. Okay, Cholas, they came to power in the 9th century, they ruled up to 12th century. The first ruler happens to be Vijay, I have given. Cholas happens to be the feudatory of the Pallavas. Okay, the continuation of the Pallavas, and Cholas are known for certain things. One is naval power, Cholas are known. Next, they went up to Malaysia, they went up to Sumatra Islands of Indonesia, they established their kingdom. Bay of Bengal is called the Chola Lake, that also I have spoken about that. Okay, Cholas are known for building temples, huge granitic temples they had built. I would say that the South Indian architecture, that is the Dravidian architecture, reached a zenith during the time of Cholas, and of course it continued during the time of Vijayanagar as well. But Cholas, during the time the architecture reached a peak. Okay, the most notable temple is called Brihadiswara Temple. Okay, Brihadiswara Temple, we have lot of temples are there, Brihadiswara. So this is very important point, you please note that. Cholas are also known for this bronze image Nataraja statues, please know about that. Okay, Cholas also had traded with, so this map is giving about the route Okay, this is the southern part of India. Okay, from where it is all go, so this Sumatra Island, then it goes to China. So they are known for establishing the trade routes. Okay, and also there is a Chola ruler who had traded with who had sent an embassy to China. If you know the name of the ruler, please post it in the comment. Ruler who had sent merchants as an embassy to China, please put the name of the ruler. I have given all the points which are given in the NCERT about the Chola rulers. Please go through that, they are very valid points. I am sharing the document, please go through that. Okay. Cholas are known for the self-government, all this is the main point. What is the self-government of the Cholas, they have discussed. Let us not go deep into that. So up to this is the medieval point. Let us go to the modern India. What are the things which are discussed in the modern India, that we will see. Okay. So this is an article which came in the newspaper about Nehru, Bhagat Singh, because Bhagat Singh was hanged on the 23rd 1931, which is observed as Shahid Divas. We all know this. Bhagat Singh was associated with revolutionary terrorist activities. He along with his group, the group included Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev, Rajguru. The three people were hanged in the Lahore conspiracy case. In Lahore prison they were hanged because they are responsible for shooting Saunders, who happens to be the police commissioner. So that case, you please know that, maybe a question may come about that. And also know that Bhagat Singh's bravery is appreciated by all. Okay, he openly, though Gandhi did not agree the violent methods adopted by the revolutionary terrorist, of course he commented upon the bravery of this young men. Jawaharlal Nehru even openly supported Bhagat Singh and his group. Okay, and also know that there is another person who went on hunger strike when Bhagat Singh and all this group were in prison. The person who did an hunger strike and died in the prison. Okay, the name of the person happens to be Jatin Das. Okay, he undertook a hunger strike and died after 63 days fasting. He died because the reason was that the revolutionary terrorists were treated as criminals along with the criminals. Both these criminals and the revolutionary terrorists were in prison. Both were given the same treatment, which the revolutionary terrorists opposed. And in opposition to this and poor conditions of the food and other things, Jatin Das undertook a fasting and he died. Okay, and also know that there is another case Bhagat Singh is associated, which is called bomb case. Okay, CLA bomb case, Central Legislative Assembly bomb case. Remember the date also, because sometimes they used to ask the date, in which date this incident happened. Okay, this 8th April 1929. Okay, Bhagat Singh and Batikeshwar threw the bomb in the Central Legislative Assembly, Delhi. By the time the public safety bill was in discussion, that's also a point. And they threw the bomb because they want to make the deaf hear and all. I have already discussed in the class, or it is a known fact, I think. Okay, and remember the name of the organization, Hindustan Socialist Republican Association. There is an organization which was established in 1928, and also they had established another organization which is called HRA, Hindustan Republican Association, before that. Okay, please in the comment post Hindustan Republican Association's years and the place when it was established. Okay, Lala Lajpat Rai also, because Lala Lajpat Rai was lathi charged when he was doing anti-Simon protest. So in order to address that only, Bhagat Singh had and this group had to assassinate Saunders. So that is the sequentiation of the story. Okay, Lala Lajpat Rai is called as Sher-e Punjab. Let us go to the next news item, which is called Bihar Day. How Bihar was carved out of the Bengal Presidency in 1912. For a long time, Bihar is having a demand that it should be created as a separate province. It was part of the Calcutta Presidency. You all know Bihar, Bengal, then Odisha, as even Assam was also a part of Bengal Presidency, otherwise called as Calcutta. Okay, now Bihar for a long decided that it want to be created as a separate presidency or separate province. Okay, the initial demand was put by a person who is called Sachidananda Sinha. Please know this man, this is very important historical personality. And there is another very important historical fact associated with Sachidananda Sinha. If somebody knows that exact fact, because any book, any material, if you see Sachidananda Sinha, if you type the first, there is going to be an important fact which is going to become, he is first for something. I'll give that clue. What is he first for something, that you put it in the comment. Okay, so Sachidananda Sinha is a Bihari, of course. He also wanted that. There is a newspaper which is called Bihar Times 1894. This Bihar Times also wanted this Bihar to be separate. Also because of the archaeological excavation of Patliputra near Patna, that also gave impetus to the demand of a separate creation of a separate state of Bihar. which of course the British government finally did it in 1912. Okay, so this date it is given, because in 1911 you all know George V coronation took place, because he became the emperor of Britain, so default he became the emperor of India. So when this incident happened, so two things happened. One, the Calcutta from capital of India was shifted from Calcutta to New Delhi through something which is called the Delhi Darbar, and also one more thing is that revocation of partition of Bengal, that also it is being done. Third, they created something which is called creation of Bihar as a separate state. There is a word which is called Andrew Fraser. I have asked a question. There is a committee which is called Andrew Fraser committee. Somebody tell me what is the meaning of the committee, what is the purpose of the committee, put it in the comment. Next we have another article. This speaks about the Homi J. Baba. So this article discusses about the achievement of Baba. Okay, how he was from a Parsi family, how he was responsible for establishment of rocket science in India. He established the Indian Institute of Sciences at Bangalore. So all this content I have discussed. A question may come. If they are going to ask a question about personality, there is most probable that they are going to take questions from the history which are in current. So go and have a detailed reading about this article which I have given. Okay, his achievements they have discussed. The Tata Institute of Fundamental Research, how he established year 1945, and how he was very close to Jawaharlal Nehru. Okay, all this is being discussed, and also he is called as the Leonardo da Vinci of India also by some people. Okay, next we have this Britain's industrial revolution was actually because of the deindustrialization of India. Okay, this is nothing very simple article, because we all know this. Every person who is studying history in India will know that the Britain's industrial revolution is funded by the drain of wealth from India. Okay, this article speaks about that, how the drain of wealth from India was looted. Gradually all the wealth of the India was taken, and finally it was responsible for feeding Britain in the path of industrial revolution. India did two work actually, if you see. One, India acted as a market. India acted as a market because it provided a big, we have a huge population. India also supplied raw materials. Okay, so the British industries needed a market, a raw material, plus it needed also a huge capital. It needed a huge capital, that also is there. This is about the colonialism. Also adjacent to that, there is another book. The first person who highlighted the drain of wealth happens to be Dadabhai Naoroji. You all know this actually. In the year 1867 he wrote a book which is called Poverty and Un-British Rule in India. In this book he highlights how the drain of wealth is happening in India. Okay, that also is there. There is another person who is an economist historian. The name of the person is R.P. Dutt. His book is called India Today. So remember these names of the book: Dadabhai Naoroji's Poverty and Un-British Rule in India, then R.P. Dutt's India Today. All this highlighted the economic exploitation of India, and I have given a content, NCERT content about the drain of wealth. Whatever content is given I have taken, and about Dadabhai Naoroji also I have given some content. Dadabhai Naoroji also established East Indian Association 1866 etc. in London, and also he was elected as a president thrice. Okay, 1866, 1893, 1906, elected as a president thrice. Okay, and also he was associated with another organization which is called Rahunimi Mahadhyasan Sabha, which is called Parsi Reform Association or Religious Reform Association by Parsis. The founders of this happen to be Naoroji Furdunji, Dadabhai Naoroji, SS Bengali. Okay, this is maybe this question may be asked about the founders of the organization, whether Dadabhai Naoroji is associated with which of the followings. He was associated with the formation of the Indian National Congress also, you must know. I think the word Congress is given by Dadabhai Naoroji only. Indian National, for that word Congress is given by Dadabhai Naoroji. Please in the comment correct me if I am wrong. Okay, the word Congress is given by Dadabhai Naoroji. Please correct it if I am wrong. Next, another current affairs thing about the movie which is called RRR. Okay, it's I am not good at these Indian types of movies, but anyhow people say this movie is equivalent to international level, because this movie speaks about two important leaders, Alluri Sitarama Raju and Bhim. Okay, Komram Bhim, it speaks about. They happen to be the leaders of the tribal movements. Okay, first you all know this person who is called Alluri Sitarama Raju. He was born in Andhra, though he was not a tribe, he was not a tribal person, but he became a tribal leader. Okay, because he was concerned with the cause of the tribes, and in the places which is called Ganjam, Visakhapatnam and Godavari, he organized effective guerrilla resistance against the British. Okay, he is one of the first or I would say one of the very important leader who organized effective violent guerrilla resistance against the British is Alluri Sitaramaraju. The issues with the tribes happens to be the shifting cultivation, okay, the Forest Act, and all this is same with the Santal issue and same with the Munda issues, Munda tribes, the same issues also these tribes are also facing. Okay, so there is a word which is called Mutadars. Know this term Mutadars, village headmen, because they can give the terminology in the medieval India, the term they can give and ask the meaning of the term. Okay, Mutadar and village headman. And the name of the rebellion is called Rampa or Mayanam rebellion. Rampa rebellion, Mayanam rebellion. Year just remember 1924, Alluri Sitaramaraju, remember that. Okay, he was a charismatic leader. Okay, next there is another person who is associated with him, is called Komram Bhim. He is actually from the tribal community which is called Gond community. Okay, and he is taking the impression, he is taking from the impression another leader who is called Birsa Munda, responsible for the Munda revolt of 1899. I hope you know this Munda revolt and other things. Okay, remember some of the words which are given here, Bambram and Dupapetai. Dupapetai, these are the names given to the taxes. Okay, remember the words. If these words are given, of course they are representing tax. And also another word, please remember, Jal, Jungle and Jameen, water, forest and land. The tribals, they wanted these three rights to be with them. And in adjacent to that, I have given another leaders details which is called Birsa Munda. In the preliminary, I think previous year they asked a simple very question, Ulglan movement. Okay, Ulglan movement is associated with which tribe? Like that, yeah, I think 2 years back some question is asked. They simply asked the term Ulglan movement is associated with what? It is nothing but a Munda movement. Okay, Munda revolt. Okay, there is another system, Kundkati system. Please remember the word Kundkati. Kundkati system means what? It is again shifting agriculture. It represents shifting agriculture with the tribal communities practice, which the British opposed. There is another article which is come about first pandemic of modern India. This speaks about a plague which came to India, a bubonic plague which came to India and killed lakhs of people. It just came 120 years back, 1890s it came. Okay, so the article speaks about that, how the plague spread, how the plague was spreading only in the port cities, like example Calcutta. It spread on in port cities like Calcutta, Bombay, Karachi, Pune, because you all know Bombay became a city of plague for this reason, because the British ships used to carry these goods from China to different parts of the world to India and here to different parts of the world. So if there is a rat which is infected with the plague, so this British ships would bring them and finally they will be responsible for the spreading the plague in that region. Okay, so know the bacteria which is causing the plague as well. Maybe in the, I think in science and other things they can ask this. And also remember this Epidemic Disease Act 1897. This was, I think, later on was used to justify some of the searches and other things during the present time COVID plague also, I mean COVID pandemic also. Okay, and also know that how the British government dealt with the plague and a famine which came during this time. Okay, and you all know it is because of this only we have some Chapekar brothers associated with the plague commissioner and his assassination. Okay, Rand and Irest, we all know this Rand, Irest plague commissioners were assassinated by Chapekar brothers. So in the comment box put the names of the Chapekar brothers. Who are the Chapekar brothers? Put their names in the comment. Next we have another article. This every year I think this issue about Tipu Sultan comes in the current affairs one way or another, because there is two versions of Tipu Sultan, whether he is a secular ruler, whether he is a religious ruler or whatever it is. So let us not go too much into the controversy, but let us know some facts about Tipu Sultan. Okay, his father Hyder Ali actually seized power from Udayar dynasty. Actually he had toppled two brothers, Devraj and Nandraj, who happens to be keeping these Udayar rulers under puppet. The name of the Udayar ruler happens to be Chikka Krishna Raja. I hope you all know some of the content. Okay, so Tipu Sultan, after his death of his father in the year 1792, he became the ruler. And please tell me, in the year 1792 there is an Anglo-Mysore war which was going. Please tell me the first, second, third or fourth Anglo-Mysore war. 1792, during the course of the Anglo-Mysore war, Hyder Ali died. You tell me whether it is the course of which Anglo-Mysore war. In the comment you put it, first, second or third or fourth. Okay, and Tipu is also known for bringing some military reforms. Okay, he had established iron casket rocket. These rockets are found in NASA as well, I was told. and also these rockets were used in the Napoleonic wars. He also reformed currency system, he reformed land revenue, calendar, and one more thing, please know that he is responsible for bringing sericulture in Bangalore. Today Mysore is known for a center of silk. Bangalore has got silk board and other things. I think the history dates back to that period. Okay. Then Hyder Ali established a arsenal in Dindigul, 1755 is the year, and Tree of Liberty, Jacobean Club is all associated with Tipu Sultan. Please know about that. Please know one more data about Tipu Sultan. He collected one of the highest revenue in the land revenue comparing to the other rulers, 1/3, that is 33% he collected, but despite of that the peasants were living happily. That is what the account of the Britishers they are telling. Though he collected a high land revenue, despite of that the peasants lived happily. That is what it is. Okay. Next, another article is there. Do you know who used the word Pakistan? The person who coined the word Pakistan, okay, though we all know Muhammad Ali Jinnah is the founder of Pakistan, okay, we call him Quaid Azam, the great leader. The person who coined the word Pakistan happens to be Chaudhry Rahmat Ali. Okay, a background about is given. The word Pakistan is taken from where? We have given this P for Punjab, N for Northwest Frontier Province, or Afghanistan, A, P, A, K, Kashmir, yes, Sindh. We have given all these details. These are simple details, you can go through that. Okay, there is another important thing which is called the 1940 Muslim League Lahore session. In the Lahore session only, for the first time Muslim League said that we want a continuous zone, that is they want a way to Pakistan. They said that though they did not coin the word Pakistan, they did not use the word Pakistan in the resolution, they said that advocating that the geographical continuous units in the Muslim majority areas in India's northwest and the eastern zones of India should be grouped to constitute independent state. So this first time the independent state is demanded by the Muslim League in 1940 Lahore session. There is another important session which later happens. Please, if you know in the comment you put it, a session which is called Karachi session of the Muslim League. What is the demand? When is the session? You please put that comment. Then there is something about the budget, the most populist of all budget, man who became the first Pakistan Prime Minister, AF. Okay, this is about the controversy surrounding 1946 cabinet mission. Cabinet mission comes to India, it established a government, interim government. Then the cabinet mission also begins to draft a constitution where Muslim League initially decided to take part, then they did not take part. All these historical controversies we know. And later on an arrangement was made between the Muslim League and the Congress where Jawaharlal Nehru became the premier or the prime minister. Then the finance minister post was given to Liaquat Ali. So he gave one of the very populist budgets because he gave a lot of free. That is what this budget is all about. Okay, this budget is called poor man's budget because the budget was mainly aimed at collecting more taxes from the rich and giving more concessions to the poor. So I have given very detailedly what this budget is speaking about. You can go through that. Then I have given the background about cabinet mission. Grouping also, please remember the grouping, what the cabinet mission introduced something which is called grouping, group A, group B, group C, it introduced groups, okay, in the states. Please remember the groups, what are the states which are in the groups, remember that also. Yeah, about another thing which came in the newspaper is about the Indus water treaties, because we signed this Indus water treaty in 1960 itself. We signed this pact between India, Pakistan about sharing of the waters in the Indus and tributaries, and it was brokered by World Bank. In the mediation of the World Bank, the treaty came into being. So the first three rivers would be used by Pakistan exclusively. The last three rivers, we call it as the Eastern rivers, Western rivers. Eastern rivers is with India, Western three rivers with Pakistan. That is the Indus, Jhelum, Chenab with Pakistan, Beas, Satluj, Ravi with India. So we use all the exclusive rights of these rivers in simple terms. Now we are planning to build some dams in the upper rivers, which is Indus, Jhelum and Chenab. Okay, we wanted to build these dams, but Pakistan is opposing it. The dispute in the Indus water treaty is mainly because India wants to build an hydropower project on the Krishna Ganga river, which is a tributary of Jhelum. The next topic is about Subhash Chandra Bose, his birth anniversary. Almost every year I think this controversy comes between the contradiction between Subhash Chandra Bose and Gandhi, etc. So let us see some of the things about Subhash Chandra Bose. January 23rd is celebrated as the birth anniversary of Subhash Chandra Bose, and it is observed as Prakram Divas. And remember his slogan also, which is called Jai Hind, give me your blood and I will give you freedom, Chalo Dilli, Itimad, Itifaq and Kurbani, which is faith, unity and sacrifice. All these are slogans given by Subhash Chandra Bose. And also we all know there is a crisis which took place between Subhash Chandra Bose and Gandhi in a place which is called the Tripuri session of the Indian National Congress, which we call it as Tripuri crisis, and this year is 1939. And there is another session where Subhash Chandra Bose was the president of the Indian National Congress. Can you tell the name of the place and the year where the session took place? In the comment you can put it. Next, we all know Subhash Chandra Bose is the one who addressed Mahatma Gandhi as a father of the nation, because in 1944 when he wanted to enter into India, the Indian National Army, when he wanted to enter into India, he addressed as father of our nation, in this holy war for India's liberation, we ask for your blessings and good wishes. So that is what he meant. And Subhash Chandra Bose also had constituted regiments in the Indian National Army, and one such regiment is named as Gandhi Regiment, another is Jawaharlal Nehru Regiment, and third is Maulana Azad Regiment, and there is a fourth regiment also. Please, the people who are seeing this video, in the comment you put what is the name of the fourth regiment of the Subhash Chandra Bose. Next, in the NCERT, what is the content which is given about the Subhash Chandra Bose? I have uploaded, I have just taken as a notes. Okay, Subhash Chandra Bose started forward block, and I also was a person who coordinated a strike which took place in the Tata iron and steel industry in Jamshedpur. He was a person who played an important role in the settlement of the strike which took place in the Tisco at Jamshedpur. Later he started a forward block and he escapes from India. Then he Azad Hindu Phones he started, and later on, you please remember, he established provincial government of Free India. Please you tell me in which place, what is headquarters of the provincial government of Free India? In the comment you please put it. Okay. Next topic which is there, and this is the current affairs topic, and Mahi Mela. Okay, what is it politically important in Punjab? It has been celebrated as the city of Sri Mutkeshwar Sahib in Punjab for centuries, because this is associated with the conflict between the Mughals and the Sikhs. This happened during the time of Aurangzeb. Okay, this happened in the year 1704 in the process of seizure of Anand Sahib. The Mughals and the Sikhs, they fought and many soldiers had died. So because of that, it has come into controversy. Okay, that also has been coming in the news. Then one more topic which is there, which is associated with the Savitribai Phule, this 192nd birth anniversary. Savitribai Phule happens to be the first women teacher in India, in the modern India, because she got educated through her husband Jyoti Rao Phule, and she gave that poem. She wrote a poem which is called Go Get Education. That is a poem written by her. So sometimes in the preliminary they can ask who wrote this poem, Go Get Education and all. Okay, remember this Savitribai Phule, and remember she is the one who is responsible for establishing training institute in Pune. She established, and also she established schools for girls in Bindivada in Pune in 1848. Okay. Next, they also established a Satya Sodak Samaj. We all know Truth Seeker Society. Both husband and wife Jyotirao Phule and Savitribai Phule, they established a Truth Seeker Society. Satya Sodak marriage is also a type of marriage where Brahmanas were not present in the marriage, and the marriage is being held. Next, there is a collection of poem. The name of the poems, collection of poem written by Savitribai Phule happens to be Kavya Phule. Remember this name also. There is another word, another name associated with a woman who is called Fatima Sheikh. She is also associated with Savitribai Phule, because both Fatima Sheikh and Savitribai Phule, they were friends. They were responsible for taking the girls education for the girls into a different level. Okay, both. So this is an article which also speaks about that. I have given the content about this, please go through that. Okay. Next, we will continue in the modern India, because there is another file about modern India, okay, which I have taken. I am not going to go very elaborate, because already the video had exceeded the time limit I have fixed up. So what I am going to do is just I will give the brief names of the topics which had come. So I am going to give the elaborate text to you in the telegram. You please go through that. Okay, we are in a place which is called Glasgow. They are going to build a war memorial remembering the often forgotten Indian soldiers, because you know Indian soldiers took part in the both first and the second world war. They took part. Here in this article, who fought against whom, all this content is given. So let us not go deep into that. And also remember, there is something which is called Jallianwala Bagh. Also we are covering how Jallianwala Bagh was responsible for means making the Indians rise against the Britishers. This is in 1919 April 13th. Next we have news which is given in the NCERT, content which is given in the NCERT about the world war and its impact of the world war. I have taken that, and also I have highlighted. Please go through that. Next, now naming and renaming, this article had come. Proposal to rename Ahmad Nagar to Ahilya Devi Nagar, and Malik Amber and Ahilya Bai Holkar. See, even if you do not want to go deep into why the naming other things are happened, we have to know about the personality who is called Ahilya Bai Holkar. So, I have given the content about Ahilya Bai Holkar, please go through that. Okay, how she was a leader and how she was the ruler of the city, please go through that. I have given an article about that. And remember this fact that in 1780s she had the Kashi Vishwanath temple in Varanasi rebuilt. Okay, this seems to have been destroyed by Aurangzeb and its order. So, this temple was rebuilt during the time of Ahilya Bai. On Congress Foundation Day, because Congress was founded in 1885, we all know 72 social reformers they founded in December 28, 1885. Okay, in Bombay it was founded. So, what is the purpose of the Congress? What is the aim of the Congress? They have given all. Go through that. This may be used for mains, but just go through this article. Okay, question may be about Congress sessions, because it is about the foundation of the Congress. So, maybe about Congress sessions. Okay, Surat split I have given. What is the reason for the split and all, you know, you have already read it. Next, there is article about Veer Bal Divas, a look at the bravery and the sacrifice of Guru Gobind's sons. We all know Guru Gobind's sons, they were also martyred in their fight against the Mughals. So, this is an article which speaks about that. So, the question may be about the last Guru, because Guru Gobind Singh happens to be the 10th Guru, okay, the last and 10th Guru. So, about him the question may be maybe. So, just if you have to look through that history, just read about the Sikhs, the last Guru. Next, Vaikam Satyagraha, this is another article which came recently. Okay, Vaikam is a very important place because it is a place known for the temple entry movement. The lower caste, they were denied entry into the temple. So, in Tamil Nadu and in Kerala, some of the reformers including Ivera, they had undertaken a march to enter into this place which is called Vaikam and enter into the temple also. So, Tamil Nadu Chief Minister and the Kerala Chief Minister, they both wanted to inaugurate the centenary celebrations of the Vaikam Satyagraha, because it is almost 100 years after that Vaikam issue had happened. So, this article also, and their important leaders who are associated with the temple entry movement, T.K. Madhavan, okay, and all, you go through this. I have given the content here. And again Muhammad Iqbal, there is some controversy about Muhammad Iqbal and other things. Let us not go into the controversy as far as exam is concerned, but let us know something about Muhammad Iqbal also, because the name is, the article had come, the question related to him also may come. Muhammad Iqbal, you all know he has written a very important poem which is called Sare Jahan Se Acha Hindu Sitarama, that is there. But what is the background of Muhammad Iqbal I have given, go through that. And NCERT also given some content about Muhammad Iqbal, that also I have taken and highlighted it. And one more article is about Goa celebration, Liberation Day, December 19th they have given. You all know Goa is one of the last place to be liberated from the colonial domination. It was liberated in 1961. The name of the operation is called Operation Vijay. Okay, because Portuguese were holding Goa for a very long time. Remember this one more fact, Portuguese were the first to enter into India and last to leave India. Okay, 1498 Vasco da Gama entered, and 1961 Operation Vijay it concluded. Okay, and there is a chart which I have given, calendar, please go through that. And Kakuri robbery, again the news article had come about the Kakuri robbery, how this robbery was undertaken in the 1925. Remember the year 1925 Kakuri robbery and people associated with the robbery. Okay, you Asafullah Khan, Ram Prasad Bismal, okay, Roshan Lal, Rajendra Hari, all these people they are associated with that, but of course these people were hanged later, revolutionary terrorist. And organization which was involved in this Kakuri robbery happens to be HRA, Hindustan Republican Association. This organization which got involved in this. Later this organization converted into HSRA in 1928, Hindustan Socialist Republican Association or Army. A background is given, and the name of the train is called 8 down train, okay, because it went from Shahjahanpur to Lucknow carrying the amount to be deposited in the treasury in Lucknow. So, that also is covered in the NCERT. What is the content which is given about this event, I have covered here, go through that. Okay, again Mahaparinirvana Divas, where Ambedkar said about Buddhism being better than Marxism. There is a comparison about Buddhism and Marxism which is given here in this article. So, I have taken and given, please go through that also. And the last of our topic, I think one of the last of our topic happens to be E.K. Janagi Amal, India's first women PhD in botanical sciences. Okay, this is an article, please know about this woman, who is she, and she is responsible for bringing in genetic studies in India. Sugarcane Breeding Institute at Coimbatore was established on her I think initiative, and she is a woman who did gene research very early of her life. So, this article also had come. And about Barbara Metcalfe, the winner of this year Sir Syed Excellence Award. See, Sir Syed Ahmad Khan was responsible for the Aligarh movement. Okay, he was a social reformer in the late part of the 19th century. Okay, so the Sir Syed Ahmad Khan Award is given every year. So this year her name is being chosen up. So what is the achievements of Sir Syed Ahmad Khan for the empowerment of the Muslims as a community? It is given. He has written a book which is called Interpretations of Quran. That is a book he has written. So another one more article had also come, which is Jayaprakash Narayanan, the man, movement and his proteges. The movement is about Jayaprakash Narayanan, how he took part in the national movement. He was a socialist basically, okay, socialist, and later even after independence he was responsible for starting a movement which is called the JP movement, which later culminated into what is called the emergency in India. Okay, we all know the story about the emergency, what is the purpose, how it was done. We do not have time to discuss all this in this juncture, but just know an article about JP had come. Contributions of the JP is the foundation of the CSP, Congress Socialist Party. Okay, in the year 1934 actually it was founded. Please remember the work of JP in 1942 also. Quit India movement, JP was a revolutionary underground activist. What is the contribution about JP? He has also published a pamphlet. If you remember the pamphlet, these people who are seeing the video, please put it in the comment. The pamphlet published by JP in 1942. Again another Begum Samru, the Nach girl turned ruler of Sardana. Again this article, this is not so important maybe, we do not know, but I have taken this article just because it came in the newspaper also. Just go through that. So there we come to the end of the modern India. I do not want to take too much of your time. Already the video has exceeded more than 1 hour, and so just go through that content which I have published in the Telegram. I am giving the whole content in the Telegram as a PDF file I am giving. Please get used to that. If at least 2 or 3 questions are coming in the current affairs or something, it will be useful for us. It is worth spending 3 to 4 hours. Thank you, all the very best.